How's it going, folks? My name is Six Striker, and today we're going to look over 5 moments that changed CSGO forever, from nerfing weapons to even banning items and players. But before we even get into that, I'm going to need you guys to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel and turn post notifications on. Both are extremely appreciated, and let's get into the video. Starting at number 5, we have I Buy Power players throwing. This is a pretty known story, but if you don't know, back in August 20th, 2014, there was a match between North American teams I Buy Power and Netcode Guides. And in this matchup, I Buy Power were the heavily favored team to win and should have blown Netcode Guides out of the water. With that being said, they lost 16-4. And right after the match, there had been evidence released showing that the match was fixed, but nothing happened right away. It wasn't until a journalist by the name of Richard Lewis wrote about them on January 16th, 2015. In this article, it was revealed that there was evidence that showed multiple high bet amounts from I Buy Power players that were against themselves. They were betting for themselves to lose. So basically, since they were caught betting against themselves and since they were the heavily favored team to win, the multiplier was huge, which would have made them a lot of money. The big takeaway from this was on January 26th, 2015, when Valve came out with the Integrity and Fair Play, which announced the bans of 4 I Buy Power players known as Daze, Steel, Swag, and AZK. The only player not banned was Skadoodle, and this was because he declined to receive money made from betting against themselves. In the end, Valve announced that these players would be permanently banned to never play in any Valve-sponsored tournaments again, and still to this day are banned, although these 4 players were later unbanned from ESL tournaments in 2017. Which is something I think a lot of people appreciate, considering a lot of people think they should be unbanned today. Coming in at number 4, we have the Revolver nerf. When the Revolver first came out, it was such a game breaker, it was crazy, and the best way to explain it is that the Revolver was like an op, but in the form of a pistol. If you came anywhere near it, you were dead. You could even shoot people with 1 bullet from a far distance and it would still be a one-hit kill. Valve realized their mistake pretty quickly, considering how fast an update came out. The Revolver was released on December 8th, 2015, and there was an update with the fitting title of Damage Control, which came out December 10th, 2015. The thing that makes this so special is that this is the only gun which saw a huge decrease in how good it was, and nowadays the Deagle rarely sees play. But for a short spurt, it was all the rage. For number 3, we have the CSGO key trade ban. On October 28th, 2019, Valve released an update called Key Change, which basically meant you were not allowed to trade the keys off your account anymore, at least after you purchased it. If you had a key before this update, you were allowed to trade it or sell it on the Steam community market as you wish. But if you buy a key after this update, you have to use it for its purpose, which is to open cases. And you might ask, why is this such a bad thing? To understand this, you first have to understand why keys were so important to begin with, and that is the key's price never changes in CSGO. It was a consistent price, so it was basically the new dollar bill, but in a pixel form. But now, since there are limited tradable keys, the price is not consistent anymore, and so players can't use them for trading. That in itself isn't Valve's main problem, but the problem is how the keys were being used. And Valve said by trade banning the keys, it was stopping worldwide fraud networks that are using CSGO keys to liquidate their gains. And after this update, practically everyone thought that trading was going to be dead, or at least take a huge hit because of how much keys were used in trading items or determining the value of an item. But now we can see that trading isn't dead. Coming in at number 2, we probably have one of the biggest updates of all time, the Danger Zone update. And this update came out on December 6th, 2018 and was titled Welcome to the Danger Zone. This update came out with a lot of new things, but one of the biggest among them was how CSGO was free to play. And for years the game would have costed you $15 to play, but now you can pay $0.00 and create an account and cheat 10 times easier, in fact for free. In all seriousness, it allowed a lot of people to try out the game who didn't have money to play or just wanted to dip their toes in, and this made sense because a lot of games at this time started going free to play. For example, Fortnite was free to play and it was super successful. Going free to play wasn't the only thing CSGO tried to copy, but also they added a Battle Royale mode. As crazy as it might sound, it was alright. The Battle Royales were the thing at the time and is still today, but back then it was almost needed if you wanted to be successful. CSGO did just that and added it and made it work, and is still around today. And it might not be my favorite game mode to play when I log on, but hey, each to their own. Oh, they also released a new case too, the Danger Zone case, but that's just really a cherry on top. At number 1, the biggest moment that changed CSGO forever was the 7-day trade hold. I would say this is the biggest change that could have ever happened to CSGO, and here's why. For starters, it completely changed the game. Before the trade ban, you were able to trade your skins to and from Steam accounts with no wait, which sounded great at first until you realize there's multiple $1 million online gambling casinos made because of this. That was what CSGO was. It was the backbone to thousands of websites to be created so you could gamble your skins. Then there were also websites made so you can cash out your skins for cash. It was honestly so brilliant for its time, and it felt like CSGO gambling was bigger than pro CSGO. When this update happened on March 3rd, 2018, it caused a huge panic. Almost half of the fan base at the time was addicted to gambling their skins for money, and thousands of people were making a living off being able to gamble skins. There was even a petition to reverse this update, which currently has 160,000 signatures. And even though there was so much support to reverse it, the trade hold still stands. At the time, it felt like the game was completely ruined, but now the game is doing better than ever, and it's more focused on the game itself than gambling skins. Of course, there's still a fascination with skins and collecting them, but that is totally different than gambling skins in itself. To summarize, I believe this was the most impactful update of CSGO's career because it cut off half of its community at the time and changed so much for the better. This update was kind of crazy to me because this is what got me into CSGO. The fact that CSGO skins were worth so much and you can make so much more, it's just the sense of gambling was never so reachable for someone of my age. It stinks that the trade hold is gone, but I'm glad it is because it won't enable kids or underage people to participate in gambling because honestly, they're just not ready for it. And that's it. That was 5 moments that changed CSGO forever. Do you agree with these moments, or are there other moments that are more significant than others? For example, the recent coaching scandal. If you believe so, tell me down in the comments below and tell me why. Don't forget to join the Discord link in the description and follow me on Twitch and Twitter. That'll also be in the description. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.